Well, let's take the example of an auto collision or a car accident case, and let's talk about it from that perspective, because there's so many different types of personal injury cases. But one of the first things that we want to look at is how serious were your injuries in the incident. Is it a situation where you have a minor injury like a whiplash or something like that, or is it a more serious injury? Are you going to have surgery? Is it something where you took an ambulance from the scene of the wreck to the hospital? Do you have broken bones? Are you going to have to see a specialist like an orthopedic surgeon or a neurosurgeon to help correct some type of physical harm to your spine or to an arm or a leg that's seriously injured? So we're looking at how serious are your injuries, what type of medical treatment you might have to have in the future. In addition to that, one of the things that we look at in evaluating whether or not someone has a good personal injury case is who's at fault for causing the car wreck or the incident. Are there multiple parties who are at fault? In Florida, we have a comparative fault law, so the jury is actually asked in each case to assign a percentage of responsibility to each party who might be responsible. And in some cases, that may be multiple parties. It may not be just you and another vehicle driver. It might be someone who failed to maintain their vehicle. It could be a car lot or a garage. It could be another vehicle that cut them off in traffic. And so we have to evaluate who is responsible and whether or not, for example, they have insurance or assets to pay the claim. And so those are the typical things that we're looking at in trying to evaluate whether or not you have a personal injury case. In my opinion, if somebody has a serious personal injury case, they should always hire a lawyer, and they should hire a lawyer as quickly as possible. Obviously, you need to get medical attention. That's number one. But number two is to get a lawyer to represent you and your interests, because from the moment that the crash occurs, if it's a car accident case or a trucking accident case, the insurance company, as soon as they know about it, they are doing their own investigation. They have their own experts. They have their own lawyers. They're building their case to either diminish or reduce the value of what they have to pay out on your claim. And because they're working from the very beginning, you as the victim need to have your own team of lawyers and professionals working for you to build your case, to preserve evidence from the scene of that wreck. You need somebody to be able to speak for you. One of the things that insurance companies and big corporations typically want to do is they want to get a recorded statement from everybody that was involved in the incident. I don't want my clients to give a recorded statement, because once you are committed to a statement under oath, that can be used against you later on in litigation. If there are situations, and sometimes there are, where I might allow a client to give a pre-suit statement, I would want to at least sit down with them and prepare them for it and let them have the opportunity to think it through, rather than just having a lawyer or an adjuster call them blindly on the phone and ask them some questions that they're not prepared for. But basically, as a victim, you need to have an advocate building your case and fighting for you from the beginning, just like the insurance company does.